Hello, Melissa Wick here. Welcome to class to practice. This is an asana practice where you'll find some delicious twists to bring some awareness to the navel and to bring in some balance. You'll also find a little bit of toning in this practice, a little bit of toning of the physical body, and you'll also find some juicy, delicious hip openers. So leave this practice feeling more connected to your body, feeling more centered, and feeling more balanced. So get into something comfortable and let's get this practice started. So we'll get into practice by starting in child's pose. If you have a block, that might be useful. It's not necessary, but just have it at the top of your mat. And if you don't have a block, maybe use a pillow or like a couch cushion or something. Just might be a nice prop for one of the deeper hip openers we'll do in this class. So go ahead and get started in child's pose. So have your toes touch, knees come out wide, and walk your hands forward and melt yourself down. Let's begin this practice by taking 2 deep, clearing, cleansing breaths. So just exhale your breath here. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Let your belly and chest fill up completely. And a big releasing exhale through the mouth. One more time. Fully inhale, breathe in. Biggest breath you've taken all day so far. And then a big exhale out through the mouth. Let all the air out. Let it go. Good. Closing the mouth. And now we shift our breathing in and out through both nostrils. Feeling your belly rise and fall. So really let it expand on the inhalation. And let the belly pull in on the exhalation. Just allowing ourselves to anchor into our breathing. Smooth, deep, conscious breaths. The breath will be our anchor throughout our practice today. So maintaining that connection to your breathing, deep abdominal breathing, start to lengthen out your arms, pressing your palms into the mat, glide your shoulders down the back, and feel the length in the spine here. Hips are nice and heavy towards the heels. From here, we're going to start to lift the forehead up and walk the hands towards the top left corner of your mat. Extending your right arm a little farther than the left, close the right shoulder down and root the right sit bone down towards the heel. Stay connected to your deep breaths. Just opening up the right side and the shoulder. And then as you inhale, just walk your hands through center and then all the way towards the top right corner of your mat. Exhaling here, reaching your left hand a little farther than the right. Close the left shoulder down, root the left sit bone towards the heel. Feel that elongation along the left side of the body, that opening in the left shoulder, belly breathing. And make your way back to center. Shift forward onto all fours. So bring your knees underneath your hip bones. Spread your fingers wide, wrists under the shoulders. Notice if you're collapsing in your shoulders, you want to gently push the floor away and maintain your frame here. Belly pulls in. Tuck your toes underneath. Keeping the chin in. Inhale into the chest. As you exhale, push down through the hands and lift up and back to downward facing dog. So we'll flow back and forth like this a couple more times. Nice and smooth. Inhale, bring your knees down. Keep the chin in, back of the neck is long, so you're in tabletop position. Exhale, belly pulls back in, shift up and back, downward facing dog. You can keep the knees bent here. Inhale, lift the heels, knees placed down, tabletop. Chin stays in. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Pull the navel in. Now stay here. So you're breathing 1-to-1 ratio for this practice. So meaning inhaling and exhaling an equal amount so they're balanced. Perhaps inhaling for 4, exhaling for 4. You don't need to count, but just intuit it. Bringing in a deep sense of balance. Push down through your palms. Your sit bones are reaching back. Firm the outer thighs and ankles so that your knees aren't collapsing in. If you want, you can start to lengthen out the legs without losing the integrity and the length of the spine. Towards the end of your exhalation, bend your knees and step to the top of your mat. Feet hip width distance apart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, chin in, shoulders back. Exhale, hands to your hips. Keep the shoulders back. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Feel the power of your legs as you rise up. And exhale, lower your arms down, Tadasana, mountain pose. Give your shoulders a loop back, chest open, eyes along the horizon. Tailbone is lengthening down. Feel the kneecaps lift. Feet firmly rooted on the ground. Relax your toes. Inhale, reach both arms up. We're going to add in a twist here, keeping your hips facing forward. Exhale, twist to your right. Right arm back, left arm forward, palms facing out. Either look out or look back to your right hand. Inhale, both arms reach up, nice and controlled. Exhale, twist to your left. Left arm back, right arm forward, palms facing out. Tailbone lengthens down. Maybe look back. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, lower your arms down, Tadasana, mountain pose. Good, now we're gonna do some twisting today, so we wanna make sure we have a stable lower back. So we'll do dynamic chair pose. Really, really good for the back and the spine. Feet stay hip width distance apart, and this is a nice controlled movement. You're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Thumbs are back in space, so keep reaching the arms back throughout this sequence. As you exhale, bend your knees, sit in chair pose. Continue the exhale and bring your chest towards your thighs. Chin stays in, fingertips graze the mat. Keep the knees bent, leading with the thumbs. Inhale, start to rise up, touch chair for a moment. Continue the inhale, straighten the legs. Twice more. Exhale, sit back in your chair. Keep the biceps by the ears, chest to thighs, chin in, fingertips graze the mat. Inhale, lead with the thumbs, touch chair for a moment. Chin is in. Continue the inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. One more time, nice and controlled. Exhale, touch chair, chest to thighs, fingertips to the ground. Inhale, thumbs back, touch chair for a moment. Continue the inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, lower the arms down. Pause here and adjust. Eyes along the horizon, shoulders back. Good, just feel that stability. From here, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, a little bend in the knees, forward fold. Keep the biceps by the ears as you fold down. And now from here, step back with your left leg, coming into a low lunge. So left knee plants down. Inhale, reach your arms up, thumbs back again. Drop that right hip down. Breathe into the belly here. On your exhale, you're going to frame your right leg, shift your hips back, and extend your right leg, right toes flex towards the face. You can always bring your hands on blocks here. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the spine. So you can stay here with the hands framing the right leg. If you want to add in a twist, keep the left hand down and reach the right arm up. Twist. That right hip's probably going to want to hike up. Can you drop it down and maintain the length in the spine? Abdominal breathing. Look out or look up. Maintaining stability here. Good. If your arm is lifted, release that right hand down. Reframe your right foot and then shift forward back with the right knee bent. Inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to add in a twist. Exhale, twist to your right and take the outside of your left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Use that as gentle leverage. Right arm reaches back. Either look out or look back to your hand. Keep dropping the right hip down. You're drawing the left knee forward and that right heel back. So you're magnetizing the inner thighs. Breathe deeply into your belly. Focus your eyes on one point. Release your right hand down. Inhale, scoop both arms up. And from here, you're going to tuck the left toes under. Stay here for your exhale. Prepare. Mentally prepare yourself. Extend your back leg, high lunge. Keep your right knee bent. We're going to step the left foot forward to come back into chair. When you're ready, step your left foot forward, chair pose. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Mountain pose. Allow yourself to adjust here. Come back to your breath. Continue. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Take a step back with your right leg. Gently place your right knee down. You can always pad up your knees if you need to with a blanket or fold your mat in. Inhale, reach your arms up, thumbs back, chest open. Stay here for your exhale. Drop that left hip down. From here, we'll take the hands down, frame the left foot, and shift your hips back. You can scoot your left leg forward a little bit and then flex the left foot. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the spine. You can stay here with the hands framing the left leg or add in a twist. So right hand could be on a block or on the ground. Reach your left arm up, keeping the left hip down. Opening up your wing, either looking out to the side or look up to your hand. Deep abdominal breaths, one breath at a time. Release the left hand down if it's lifted, and then bend your left knee. Reach your arms up, breathe in. Exhale here. Prepare yourself here, really root that left heel down, tuck your right toes under, power up your back leg, high lunge. From here, maybe focus your eyes a little bit in front of you on the ground. When you feel steady, step your right foot forward, come into chair pose, knees bent, tailbone lengthens down. Inhale, straighten the legs, rise up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Mountain pose. To cool the jets a little bit here, take your hands behind you, interlace them. The trick here is to keep the elbows bent, give your shoulders a loop back, and then re-extend the elbows, knuckles down. Bend in the knees here. Inhale into the chest. Exhale, fold over your hips. Chin is in.
Now you can straighten the legs too if you'd like, but if you find that that rounds your lower back, then bend your knees. Breathe deeply into the belly, abdominal breathing, and find stillness here. With lots of care, release your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, chin stays in. Exhale, hands to your waist, shoulders back. Inhale, rise up with a flat back. Feel the power of your legs. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. And just feel the effects of the forward fold. Feel these downward grounding forces. Feeling innately calm and balanced. Okay, so we're going to take it down to the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, try to keep the biceps by the ears. This will help strengthen your spine as you forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, chin in, shoulders back, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms down and step back to high plank. Pause here, heels, hips, shoulders, head in one line. Belly pulls in, pubic bone curls in towards the chin. You can always bring your knees down here if you'd like. Shift slightly forward over the wrists. On your exhale, you're going to lower down. Bend your elbows towards the back of the mat with control. Lower onto your belly, point your toes. Give your shoulders a loop onto the back. Inhale into your cobra or baby cobra. Elbows in, shoulders back, chin in. So don't lift the chin up here. Keep it in. Exhale, lower down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, lift up. Cobra or baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Now we're going to come into Locust Shalabhasana. Take your arms down by your sides. Interlace the fingers behind you. Again, giving the shoulders a loop onto the back, and then extend your elbows. Gather yourself here, your focus. As you inhale, lift your forehead and chest off the mat, chin is in. Extend your knuckles towards your heels. If you want a little more, point your toes so much that the tops of the feet lift, knees, maybe even quads lift. And drop into your belly breathing. How steady and stable can you be here? Enlivening the back body without overstimulating the nervous system. Good. Release. Exhale. Bring one ear down to the mat. Let it go. And then lift and turn your head the other way. Balance out the neck. Beautiful. Come back to center. Bring your hands by your upper chest, just in front of the fronts of the shoulders, elbows in. Inhale, push up through table or through high plank. And from here, we'll just come back to downward facing dog, but keep the knees bent. This is just to feel the lower back expand and release. Good. From here, gently place your knees back on the ground again. We're going to come into Gomu Kasana, cow-facing pose, a nice deep hip opener. This is where you'd want your block close by or whatever prop you have. Start by bringing your right leg completely in front of the left. Walk your shins apart And then sit back. Maybe you take your block with you and you sit on the block or no block. And it's totally okay if your knees need to separate a little bit. Make sure that there's no pain in the knees. Adjust. The more that you pull your feet apart, the deeper you're going to go into the posture. So just listen to your body. You can stay upright. Hands could be on the ground. Sometimes it's really grounding to just have your hands on the ground, or maybe hands on the feet. Sometimes I give my feet a little massage with my thumb. Or you can fold. Fold forward. You can use your props, maybe a block on your knee, or even lower. So you choose how you want to express your deep hip opener today. Find your edge, your point of resistance, and then drop deeply into your breath. Just let the body unfurl at its own pace. Soften your shoulders, relax your jaw. And use the exhalations as a vehicle to release anything that's not serving you in this moment. So whether that is a physical sensation or tension, or perhaps you're letting go of something emotionally, or a thought pattern, or a story. Let it go. Okay, start to prepare yourself to come out of the shape or stay in the shape, but lift your spine up if you're in a forward fold. We're going to add in a twist here. So we'll take our right hand behind us, use it as a kickstand to sit up tall. Left arm's going to reach up, breathe in. As you exhale, twist to your right. So you can just take your left forearm or back of the hand to that right quad, using it as traction to twist to the right. And just allow your shoulders and head to turn last, initiating your twist from the core. Deep abdominal breaths here. Relax that right hip, that thigh. Beautiful, release. Come back to center. Just interlace your fingers around your right knee. Just sit up tall, pause here. Just rest your awareness in the belly, in the navel center. From here, there's probably no graceful way, or maybe there is, but we're just going to give ourselves a little oomph to come forward. You can press off of your hand and come forward back onto all fours. Unravel your legs and just give your hips a gentle sway from side to side. Just release the hips. And then we'll take it to the other side. So you're going to bring your left leg in front of the right leg. Walk your shins apart and then sit back on your block or on your sit bones. Maybe one side feels a little tighter than the other. You can let your knees separate as much as you need to. Just let yourself ease into the pose. We got some time to dive into it. Either staying upright, hands on the ground, or hold on to your feet, or maybe you do a mix of both. You start seated upright and eventually you fold. But choose your expression. Making any last adjustments. And then commit to stillness. Softening your shoulders. Maybe you close your eyes down to shift internally. Breathe into your belly. And just give yourself a body scan from the top of your head all the way down through your torso, your legs, to your feet. And just scan to see where there may be any conscious or unconscious pockets of holding. And use your exhalations to soften. And we just take it one breath at a time, moment by moment. See if you can find the courage to go through any areas of density or tension or resistance rather than trying to go around it or hope it goes away. Use your exhalations to pierce through it. And you'll find ease and softness on the other side. Good. Start to deepen your breath again. If you're going to fold, bring yourself upright. Take your left hand behind you. Use it as a kickstand to sit up tall. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, twist to your left using the back of your right forearm to the left thigh or quad. And twist here, initiating it from the core. Chest stays open. And then focus your eyes on one point and drop deeply into your abdominal breath. Beautiful. Inhale, untwist. Exhale, interlace your fingers around your knee, sit up tall. Rest your awareness in the navel center. Good. Unravel your legs. And then just take your hands behind you and we'll just release by windshield wipering the legs from side to side as slow as you'd like or as quick as you'd like. No right or wrong way.
You might feel some clicking. And then come back to center. Scoot yourself forward so that there's space behind you on your mat. Maybe hands underneath the backs of the thighs, and just roll yourself down onto your back to bring in symmetry into the body and balance into the being once again. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers around your shins, your knees. And breathe deeply into the belly. Apanasana. Closing your eyes down if that's comfortable for you. And feeling a sense of balance between the left side and the right side. Good, and then extend your legs out long into Shavasana. So take up as much space as you like. Maybe legs go wider than the mat. Let your ankles fall open, arms out, palms up. I always like to give my chest a little lift and gently tuck the shoulders under and then relax the back down. Relax the energy behind your eyes. And for the next 30 seconds or so, half minute, focus on your navel center and take conscious abdominal deep breaths. So with each inhalation, invite in nurturance and vitality. And with each exhalation, invite in release and surrender. With every exhalation, just feel your body relaxing more and more. And with every exhalation, feel your mind relaxing more and more. And just release any control or effort of your breath. Allow it to be effortless. And allow yourself to rest here in pure, spacious ease. Notice what it feels like to be at home in the center of your being. And know that you always, always have access to this. Begin your return by deepening your breath. Bring some movement back to your body any way that you wish. Maybe you bring your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch. Bring your knees in toward you. Give yourself a hug. Acknowledge your efforts. Roll over to one side. Pausing there. Inviting in a couple deep breaths into your upper back. And then start to make your way to an upright seated position so we can close our practice together. Sitting up tall, closing your eyes, and enjoy these last few moments here just with yourself, noticing what you've cultivated, noticing any shifts. Just be here with your relaxed breath, connecting into this deeper sense of balance and centeredness. And may we take this sense of balance and centeredness with us off the mat and into the world, into the rest of our day. Let's bring our palms to touch in front of the heart space, light bowing of the chin. Thank you for your practice and for your trust. From my heart to yours, namaste.